Good
Hey,
morning.
Hannah.
Hi, good morning. Hmm. Sitting tall. Rest here. Thigh. And wherever your body contacts the ground, let that contact ease almost sense ground rising. Once you find really direct your breath loose. Using any of rises into your mouth. From that deep staying just as with your next few breaths, not only but also relate that as you're rooting into the place where your body contacts the ground, you're also breathing to lift longer and taller and lighter. You feel these two opposites. And now, deepening your breath even more. So with your next inhale, you feel the descending through your ground that allows for this expansive rising through your crown, and then lingering. You can go just a little bit beyond what you was. And as you exhale, same thing. Can you release, feeling that descending all the way back down into your deep feet. And then when you think you've found to the bottom of your exhale, keep going. Keep going. Gentle encouragement, not forcing. And then when you feel that true bottom of the exhale, you then soften your belly, you allow breath to come in, you find that rooting as you're rising. Keep going. Just a little bit more. Feel your breath. Your chest bone open, your shoulder blades even cut in a little bit. And then release, fine touch, bottom of. Maybe just a couple rounds of that breath just to feel. Maximum. Then we're going to begin to add the hands. So bringing your hands out kind of about navel level, you can turn your palms. And then inhale slowly, going with the rhythm of your breath. Feeling your arms rise just as much as your ribs start to expand, your heart expands. And then as you exhale, turn your palms and take it all the way. Moving with the movement of your ribcage, softening, moving between earth and sky. Inhale. Palms turn down. Or exhale down. Your ribs soften, sides your arms. Just a few more times like that, just really matching the movement of your ribcage. Sensing, tuning into that sensation in the palm. It carries this energy between earth and a union between, allowing them to meet the center at where your heart is. And now as your arms release down, from out towards the sky, palms turn up towards the sky, sweeping your arms all the way up. And then turn your palms out, gently, slowly, still moving with the rhythm of your breath. Now we are spreading open to our entire auric field. You're sensing your entire energetic field around your body. Soften your jaw. Feel your breath rising from your seat, your heart out into the auric field around you. Let it all soften. And now inhale, your arms sweeping. Exhale, side bend over to your right side. Bottom shoulder away from your hip. Bend your top elbow. Now root into your bottom palm as you turn your chest open towards the sky. Gaze up towards the sky. And then exhale, turn your chest down towards the sky. And do that 2 more times. Inhale, open. Exhale, open to the skies. Exhale, turning your chest. Good. Rise to center. Extend your top arm. Rise all the way back up and down. Bend your elbow. Inhale, turn open. Exhale, bow towards the moon. More times with your breath. And a little more open than the last time. A little more rounded than the last time. Rise back up through center. Send your arms. Rise all the way up, both arms. And then exhale, hands come around. Fingertips supporting behind you. Turn your fingertips out towards the sides of the room. You're really tenting your hands here. And roll your shoulder heads open. A little bend in your elbows and move them towards the wall behind you. And then really root with your pelvic bone is rooting down towards the earth. And then inhale, lift. Lift up through your back ribs. And really feel your breath open and feel this whole 360 degrees around your chest, your armpits, your upper back. Full breath. Root to open more. Lift through your heart. Maybe lean back a tiny bit more. And then just soften your chest, your shoulders forward. Okay, now swinging your legs around behind you, come forward onto hands and knees. So cow cat, inhaling heart long forward. And then exhale, cat spine deeply rounding. So you know the motion, so continue to move through cow cat. And I want you to really bring all of your awareness into your upper spine. So yes, your hips, your tailbone will naturally move with this, but really bring this focus opening through the space between your shoulder blades, really stretching out those fascia, that connective tissue between shoulder blades and spine. And then same thing, like that, all that tissue that wraps around your shoulder joint, connects your shoulder to your neck, clavicle. I'm just moving to feel and explore. Really drop your head into the back of the neck. Good. Inhale, heart forward. Walking your hands out long in front of you into a complete dog pose. Shoulders apart. Your ears right fall between your biceps. If you're feeling really open, you can even gaze between your thumbs. That you're feeling and now send your breath reaching back through your hips, yes, but fill it into the space between your shoulder blades, broadening apart. Very good. Slowly walking your hands underneath your shoulders. Sit your hips back onto your heels. Walk your hands towards your knees, and then all the way to the back of the mat. Again, fingertips pointing out towards the sides. Roll shoulder heads open, soft bend of your elbows. Send your pubic bone rolling down towards the ground. And then inhale, lift your back ribs off your waist. Start to coil your heart open towards the sky. That same broadening of your breath between your shoulder blades is what assists the front of your heart to actually lift and expand more. Take one more breath like this. And then exhale, soften your chest. Walk your hands towards the top of the mat once again. Shoulder distance apart. Lean forward. Shoulders over wrist. Tailbone lengthening towards the back. Turn long forward. And then exhale, bend your elbows. Straight back. Slow lower your chaturanga. Arms hugging your side. And then inhale, lifting your chest just to low cobra. And now bring your hands outside of your mat. Again, planting your hands. Now, if you're working with anything in your neck and your shoulders, it might feel better for you to still be fine with your hands. Play with us, either by outbound side, and then rooting into your fingertips. Before you lift, I want you to get really strong. Find the trunk. Deep breath through the tops of your feet. Maybe getting the pinky toe side of your foot to root down. Engage your thighs. So much so that your knees might even lift off the ground. And find your pubic bone rooting into the mat. And then root into your fingertips and slowly peel your belly, your chest up. And then exhale. Feel your low belly and then front ribs and then your chest relax. Okay, so keep moving like that. Rooting pubic bone down. Lift your belly, your ribs, your chest. And then same thing. Starts at the base of your spine. Low belly, ribs, chest releases. So in both directions, you have the movement being sourced from the base of your spine. So it's like your pubic bone and your tailbone are actually the things directing this movement. As you lift, your pubic bone presses down, your tailbone lengthens back. And then same thing, pubic bone roots down, belly, front ribs, chest relaxes. And full breaths. Good. Now inhale the next time you lift, pubic bone rooting. This time turn towards the left side and then gaze over your shoulder. And then exhale, release down. Good. Go back to your legs. Feet Legs are strong, lift center, and then turn and gaze to the right. Exhale, release down. Good, one more time like this in both directions. Looking over your shoulder. Good, and now inhale, lift center. Start to roll your left shoulder back, like your right shoulder can dip towards the ground. And then roll your right shoulder back, like your left shoulder dip towards the ground. So now you're really rolling through your shoulders, and your chest is kind of swinging side to side. But the action is happening, well, first from rooting through your pubic bone. And then it slithers through your low spine, your upper spine. But it's coming from rolling your shoulders. Very good. And then allow your chest to come down and fall. Bend your knees. Your toes point up to the sky. And take windshield wipers with your legs, starting to go side to side. Good. And then the next time your legs go to the right, pause. Push into your left hand so that your left knee actually starts to lift. And then slowly come back through center. To the left. Push into your right hand, turn over to the middle one. Okay, and then come back through center. Same thing, but this time as you roll to the right, extend your right arm out. So let your left foot come down behind you. Good, and then come back onto your belly. Shins go over to the left. Slide your left arm out flat. And roll over your shoulder. Okay, one more time, just like that in each direction. Right arm reaching out, left foot steps behind you. Come to the center, over to the other side. And then return over to the right side. The right arm extends out, left foot plants behind you. Now lift up your left arm. Start to reach behind you. Now, some of you will place your hand on your sacrum. Some of you will actually reach back, and this is a pretty deep shoulder stretch, so don't beat yourself up if you're not there at the beginning. Your hands right in the legs. Take a few breaths, sensing your breath actually rise into the shoulder. Fill that space. Good, and then slowly come back onto your belly and go to the other side. Left arm extends. Use the placement of your right arm. Or reach. One more breath, full and deep. Exhale, return back. Good, hands by your side ribs, legs extend behind you. Press yourself up, come through either swan with knees down or a full upward dog with knees down. Breathe from your tailbone lengthening back. Your front ribs almost rolling forward between your arms, and then exhale, pressing back, downward facing dog. Okay, and take a few breaths, finding a little bit of movement, perhaps pedaling through your legs. And then once you're satisfied with the movement, lift high to your toes, really root into each of your fingertips to actually lift longer and lighter through your arms, your side waist. And inhale, rocking forward, plank pose, right over there. Push the floor away as you lift your belly. Inhale, rock forward to plank. Exhale, press back downward. Again, rocking forward. Sternum pulls forward. hug. One more time, come forward. Set your knees down, lower to your belly. Now roll over onto your left side. Your left side. You can extend your bottom arm out. Give a little bend of your bottom knee, so your chin is pointed behind you, creating a little kickstand. And then lift your top leg up. And then rotate your toes, your knee, your thigh to point up to the sky. Now extend your top arm up and all the way overhead. And as you do so, push more through your heel, and then breathe your second, reaching through your fingertips. Take another breath. Exhale, bend your knee and your elbow, pulling in. Now keep your toes pointing up towards the sky. Pull your elbow inside of your knee. So your knees hugging up the back of your arm. And then inhale, extend all the way out again. Push, push, reach, reach. And then exhale, hug in. Elbow inside of your knee. Good. 2 more times like this. Hug in even more than you did last time. Good. This time as you hug in, pause. And then take this right arm, reach around, grab the back of your ankle. Some of you might even grab your big toe. Okay, now as we start to straighten your leg, don't worry if it doesn't come all the way straight. Just keep hugging and pressing right with your knee and your arm. And extend as straight as is available to you in this moment. Now ground wherever you're connected to the mat, to the ground, and breathe in your top. Good. One more breath. And then slowly extend leg and arm out long. And now return to that original position with your toe, your knee, your thigh pointing. And bend your back knee. Reach your arm around. And just take your foot into your hand. And really sourcing this deeply rooted breath from the very base of your spine. Let it rise, your front ribs just tweak. Beautiful, slowly extending arm and leg again. Return onto your back. And over to the same thing. So create that little kickstand with your punch. Lift that leg together. Your toes and side to the side. Send your top arm over the side of your ear. Full breath. Breathe. Exhale, elbow inside of your knee. Good. Reach. Exhale, hug more. Good. Last one. As you hug in, either catch the back of your ankle or your big toe. And keep hugging your knee towards your outer shoulder. As you start to straighten your leg, bend your out. Good. Rebend your knee. Extend leg and arm once again. Turn your toes, your thigh directly forward. And then bend your back knee around. Going like a half bow. Start to behind your back. Extending your pubic bone, drawing towards the ankle. Breathe into your back. So much it expands into your collarbone. And then extending arm and leg once again. Return onto your belly. Bringing your hands by the sides of your ribs, gently pressing yourself all the way up to an upward facing dog. And then exhale, find your way back to downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Really lengthen out, get a lot of space in your shoulders and your upper back. Now inhale, lifting your right leg towards the sky. Good. Bend your knee so your heel comes towards your buttock, and then press into both palms to assist the rotating open from your knee, your thigh, your belly even, is slightly turning over towards the right side. Can you find that soft hug of pubic bone towards navel? So we're not dumping in low back. And then root to lift more, and then reach your foot further behind you. And then straighten your leg from the hip down, shoulders forward. Slowly step through the table. And I want you to puff your upper back a little bit. Slide in as your heart sobs into that space. And then slowly start to lift your arms just kind of dangle down as you rise, almost like lifting from that upper back space. And then as you lift, roll your shoulder heads open. Inhale, lift that breath now all the way into the front of your chest, front of your collarbones. Feel pubic bone rising towards your navel. Good. With exhale, start to hug your tailbone a little bit. Round through your spine, all the way down towards the ground again, drawing over your thigh. Good. And then send your tailbone down towards the ground. Just rise that puffed upper back. And then slowly start to lift that now, coiling your heart open towards the sky. And then exhale, same thing. So it starts up your tailbone round. One more time. Rounding to rise up. Feel your breath touch the front of the heart. And then exhale, round. Hands find the mat. Step back to plank pose. Exhale, push the floor away. Downward facing. Breathe. Get longer through your sides. Press your weight up and then way back. Left leg rises, inhale. Bend your knee, heel towards buttock. Already, by fingertips rooting down, you're getting longer through your side rims, and then twist open and turn open. Okay, but then find pubic bone, drawing towards your navel, your tailbone way towards the back of your tummy. And then let your foot drop a little further, and straighten your leg. Inhale. Exhale, rock forward. Step through. Okay, that little puff of your upper back. Root into your front heel, tailbone rooting down. Sweeping your arms all the way out and up. Touch your palms together at the top and bend your elbows so your thumbs come to the base of your neck. Okay, thumbs to the base of your neck. Hug your inner arms by the sides of your knees. One more breath. And then exhale. Elbows down. Release. Hands to the mat. Good. Inhale, rise up, rolling. Palms touch. Exhale, thumbs to the base of your neck. Inhale, lift more. Exhale, curl. Round. Just one more time. Head heavy as you rise. Arms reach out as your heart starts to open. Exhale, bend your elbows. Inhale, lift. Even press the back of your head into your forearms. And then exhale, curl. Release, hands to the mat. Heart lengthening long forward as you step back to plank. Full breath. Exhale, Adho Mukha, downward dog, press back. Now everyone take a deep breath in. Open your mouth and exhale. You can do that as many times as you'd like. We're here for 3 more breaths. On your next inhale, lift high to your toes. Bend your knees a lot, gaze between your thumbs. Your choice if you're walking, stepping, or hopping to your hands. Lengthening your heart long forward. Exhale, drop into the fold. And just give yourself a moment here. Let your head dangle. Let your lips flutter and become heavy. Beautiful. Sit your hips back into a chair pose. Utkatasana. Lifting your chest, arms, reaching out to a comfortable height for your neck and shoulders. Hug your inner thighs together, active in your trunk, in your deep root. And then root down and rise up. Lengthen tailbone down. Feel this lifting from the base of your spine, through your upper spine. Maybe you even reach back. And then exhale, forward. Lengthen heart long forward. Exhale, step your right leg back. Curl through your upper back as you rise up. Sweep your arms out and up. This time, sweep your arms around, interlace behind your back. Roll shoulder heads open, shoot your knuckles down. Exhale, pitching your chest forward over your thigh. Straighten your back leg a lot. Full breath here. One more inhale. On your exhale, hands release underneath your shoulders. Twist open to the left side. Really hug your outer left hip in towards the midline of your body. And then raise your stomach long forward. Turn over. That 2 more times. Lengthen. Exhale, turn open. 1 more with your breath. Good. Step to the back of your mat. You're welcome to take a vinyasa, lowering through chaturanga, or stepping going right down. Right leg rises, inhale. Bend your knee, open your hip. Now soften the bend of your other knee as you slowly start to drop your foot all the way behind you onto the ground. Now lean into your left arm, really sliding that shoulder blade under. And reach your top arm over the side of your ear. Good, 1 more breath. Exhale, releasing your hands down. Step to plank. Maybe a vinyasa, or you skip it as you press back to downward dog. When you arrive in downward dog, lift your right leg, same length, and exhale, step through between your hands. And then puffing your upper back, your arms slightly dangling as you rise through your heart, and then lifting up. Turn palms out. Find the awkward interlacing of your fingers. Knuckles down, lift through your heart. Exhale, pitching your chest forward. Keeping belly off the thigh. Strong in your back leg. Exhale, hands find the mat. Sending your outer right hip in and then back as you twist over. Inhaling to find length. Exhaling to hug hip in and turn ribs open. Exhale, closing your hand down, step back to plank pose. Chaturanga, vinyasa, or press it back to downward dog. Left leg, right. Bend your knee, open your hip, soften the bend of your right knee as you slowly start to set your foot down behind you. Slide your right shoulder blade down your back. Extend your left leg, or sorry, that's your right leg. Put it all the way up. Now breathe into your back ribs. Feel it opening through your chest bone. And then exhale, hand finds the mat. Plank pose, you're welcome to take vinyasa. Maybe you even rest knees down into child's pose. Just re-find your breath. Going back like we did at the beginning, going just a little bit beyond what you think is the peak of the inhale, a little bit beyond what you think is the bottom of the exhale. And then when you're ready, rise up to downward facing dog if you chose to be in child's pose. Inhale, lift high to your toes. Bend your knees a lot, gaze between your thumbs, and gently step or hop to the top of your mat. And then lengthening heart long forward. Exhale, folding in. Good, bend your knees, sit your hips back, chair pose, Utkatasana. Good. Bringing your hands to your heart. Full breath. Start to turn your chest open towards the right side. So just your chest is turning open, hands stay in front of your heart. And then notice already your left hip is wanting to come with you. So send your left hip back a little bit. And then see if you can find your right ribs hugging you open, encouraging you open. Now pitch your chest way forward, even more weight back to your hips. And then hook your elbow outside of your knee. Good, find this opposite line of energy. Your tailbone lengthening back, sternum lengthening forward. Last few breaths if you want to open into knees. Bottom arm going down, top arm up. Good, return hands in front of your heart. Come back through center. Fold over your leg, straight. Inhale, lengthen your heart long center. And then exhale, folding even deeper. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Good. Inhale, lifting your heart, bending your knees, sitting your hips back, lifting your chest, chair pose. Bringing hands to your heart. Inhale here. Exhale, turn open your chest to the left. Feel your right hip hug back just a little bit more. And then as you pitch your chest forward, send more weight back through your heels, your hips, and then hook your elbow. And then lift your chest as you turn. Maybe your wings spread wide. Gather hands again in front of your heart. Slowly unwind and fold over your hips. Lengthening heart long forward. Bend your knees. Plant your hands, step back to plank pose. Vinyasa or skipping. Downward dog. Good. Inhale, your right leg rises. Exhale, shoulders over wrists, knee to chest, and step through. Now spin your back heel down onto the mat and bring your right hand inside of your right ankle. So whether you're on hand, fingertips, you might even have a block that you can place your hand on. If having your hand down is a little too deep for you, perfect. Forearm comes to your arm and you'll turn open like so. Okay? Otherwise, hand down. Press the back of your arm into your inner knee. So bend enough that you can actually connect the two. Okay, and then press as you turn open. Feel that helps that you assist to press your right hip like almost underneath you, and then send it back towards the back short end of your mat. Good, now reach your top arm all the way over the side of your ear. Bend a little bit deeper into your front knee. I want you to feel how long you are from your back foot, your side rims, your fingertips. Now maintain that length as you rise up. Reverse warrior. Keep it long as you reach back, up through your right side, and then side bend. Right, so your left ribs, those are your bottom ribs right now, are still lifting and lengthening. Good, full breath here. Exhale, hinge, come forward. Okay, your bottom arm, your right arm comes inside of your thigh and reaches towards the back of your mat. Top arm over your ear. And then root down, rise up, reverse warrior. Inhale. Both side waist long. Exhale, hinge. Right arm reaches back. You might even gaze underneath your left arm. But one more time like this. Rise. Good. Bottom arm down, top arm up. Turn your chest down. We come to the ball of your back foot. Heel toe your right foot over to the right side of your mat. So that your hands can be right underneath your shoulders. Strong in your back leg, you're in lizard. Heart lengthening forward. Set your back knee down. You're gonna lean into your left hand. Your right hand comes inside of your right knee. And kind of flex your foot as you push to the pinky side edge of your foot, and push your knee away and lean back through your chest. Now you can either stay like this. Some of you turn your left hip down towards the ground and reach your right arm towards the back of your mat. Very good. Everyone returning back center, toes, knee pointing forward. Lift your back knee, heel toe your foot to center, and step to plank pose. Lower through a vinyasa or choose to sit. Now let's reverse all that little bit of work that we did in our right hip. It was a lot of like strengthening and contracting, healthy contracting. So now we're gonna open it. So lift your right leg, bend your knee, open, start to come into wild thing again. Slowly bending the other knee so that you can come down supported. And then press open. Lean your chest back. Now feel your breath really press open through your front hip, front thigh, front knee. Very good. Hand finds the mat. Plank pose. You're more than welcome to take a vinyasa or even rest in child's pose. If you're in child's pose, finding your way to the okay, left leg rises. Exhale, slowly stepping through between your hands. Back heel down. Bottom hand, that's your left hand inside of your ankle. Meeting arm and knee together. So bend enough that you can find that connection. And then as you turn open, you're hugging your outer left hip underneath you and towards the back short end of your mat. Now reaching your top arm all the way over the side of your ear. Use it to get even longer. Push through the pinky side edge of your back foot. Okay, you're super spacious on your right side. So maintain that as you rise up. Reverse warrior. Both sideways, super long. And then exhale, hinge. Your left arm comes in front of your pelvis, reaching towards the back of your mat. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hinge, top arm over here. One more time. Good, bottom arm down, top arm up, gaze down. Hands down, inside of your front foot. Heel toe your left foot over to the left side of your mat. So first find this high lizard. Palms flat on the mat, heart pulling forward, strong in your back thigh, soft hugging of inner thighs together. One more breath. Exhale, set your knee down. Now lean into your right hand, left hand inside of your knee. Press open, move your chest. Either staying there or letting your right hip dip towards the ground as you reach the gaze towards the back of the foot. Okay, releasing, coming back through center. Walk your foot center. Step to plank through the clearing vinyasa or resting in child's pose. Okay, coming to downward dog. Your left leg will rise. Bend your knee, open your hip. Wild thing, slowly coming all the way into it. And then again, the focus here is, yes, there will be a back bend or side bend, but really open through the front of your left hip, your left thigh. One more breath. And then release, hand down. Plank pose, everyone come to child's pose. You might, we've done kind of a little bit on our wrist just then, you might bring your arms down by your side, or your shoulder heads just melt towards the ground. 5 breaths, deep and full. And extend your arms forward once again. Rise up onto the hands and knees. Downward facing. Right leg rises. Exhale, shoulders over wrists, knee to chest. Step your foot through between them. Now spin your back heel down, but keep your chest pointing directly towards the front of your mat. I know, already start to find your front heel rooting down and then energetically drag it towards the back of your mat. Feel that creates just a little bit of extra space for your right side. Okay? Now maintain that strong in your back leg as you rise up to Warrior One, Virabhadrasana 1. Breathing your tailbone, lengthening down. Find that warrior heart, charging forward with a willingness to be present with the truth of what's in front of you. And then turn your palms out, sweep your arms around behind you, interlace behind your back. Roll your shoulder heads open, shoot your knuckles down, lift your heart. And then really press your right knee open towards the side so that you can bow, humble warrior, coming inside of your right knee, right thigh. Drop your head a lot. And then like we did before, drag your front heel down, energetically drag it back, sending your outer right hip in towards your midline and towards the back of the mat as well. And then drop even more. Through your heart, sides of your neck, your crown. More. Keep dropping. Bend a little deeper into your front knee. More weight into your front heel. Drop your heart more. And then release your hands down inside of your front. Now breathing your heart forward. Wiggle your right foot over to the right a little bit. And then sit your back knee down. Okay, now you're going to shift your hips back. And then dip your chest towards the ground. And turn so you can see this from this better angle. Dip your chest towards the ground. Let your right shoulder actually round forward as you start to take your arm underneath your leg. And I want you to imagine that right leg like the strap of a backpack. You're putting on the strap of a backpack. And then plant your hand outside of your foot. Okay, so now you have some part of your arm or your shoulder connected to your calf muscle. I want you to charge forward through that point of contact. So shift your weight forward, push your arm or your shoulder into the back of your calf. And breathing your heart through. Tuck your back toe, lift your back knee. Now that same sensation of dragging front heel down, drag it back. Outer hip, in and back. Now you are totally great, you're feeling it, your body's speaking to you, it's great, stay here. If you want to go deeper, your right hand can grab your ankle. Or both hands grab your ankle. The more you do that, the more you charge hard your heart forward, your shoulder or arm into your chest. Big full breaths. 2 more. Good, and then send your back knee down. Shift your hips backward. Undo the strap of the backpack. Oh, super intense, yeah? Feels really good. Bend again into your front knee, lift your back knee, and back to the leg. Now, let's just go into wilding right from here. So shift into your left arm, pick up your right foot, step it behind you. And really use your extended leg right now. Push your toe mounds into the ground as you slide your bottom shoulder blade down your back. Turn open. Good, drape. Great, gaze at your fingers, drape. Good, and then come through plank. A vinyasa if you're really feeling it, or downward dog. Okay. Left leg, inhale, lift. Slowly rocking forward. Back heel down, pause. Okay, front heel rooting down, dragging back, sternum long forward. Now, just like we were rising before, find that kind of scooping, your tailbone lengthens down already. Rise your upper back, just puffing just a little bit, and then lift through your heart as you come all the way. Virabhadrasana 1. The more you lengthen down through your tailbone, the more you can find that warrior heart. Breathing yourself open, proud, confident. Good, palms turn out, sweeping your arms around. Find the awkward interlace. Roll shoulder heads open, knuckles down, lift, lift, lift. And then press knee open to the left. Bow inside of your thigh. Front heel dragging down, even bend a little bit deeper, more weight in your heel. Lengthen your heart. More and more. On your next exhale, you'll release your hands inside of your feet. Then heeling and toeing it over to the left. Set your back knee down. Shift your hips back. Put on the strap of the backpack as your left shoulder rounds forward. You hug your calf, your knee, your shin over your shoulder. Left hand plants outside of your ankle. And then whatever you're connected to at the back of your calf, whether it's arm or shoulder, press forward into it as your weight rocks forward again. And then tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Now notice what's going on in your outer left hip. Your outer left hip, hug it in towards your midline and drag it back. Now send your sternum long forward. Okay? And then choose whether you're grabbing a hold of your ankle with one hand or both hands. And the more you do that, the more weight you send forward. At the same time, you press your weight back through your back heel. One more breath here. On your exhale, hands release. Back knee down. Shift your hips back. Undo the strap of the backpack. Good, heel toe your foot to center. Step to plank. Wild thing, shift into your right arm. Pick up your left foot, step it behind you. Now really extend your right toes, pressing towards the mat so that you can lift more. Lift onto the ball of your back foot. Then drape your heart. Send your shoulder blades down your back. One more breath. And exhale. Plank, child pose, press back. Inhale, rise, downward dog. Tap your toes and lift your hips, downward facing. And lifting your right leg, bend your knee and open your hip towards the right side of the room. Now taking big hip circles, pull your knee out to the right, then let it pass down and past your other knee, and then back up to the sky. So you're rolling through your hip. It's almost like you're drawing circles on the side wall with your knee. Right, and then go in the opposite direction. Good, and then come forward into pigeon, pulling your right knee and shin forward, opening your knee out, and then wiggling your back leg back. Lift your heart for a breath, sending your tailbone down, and then walking your hands out, connect to your forearms. Maybe even laying all the way out onto your belly. Slow your breath down. And you make your exhales even longer than your inhale. Your chest, slowly walking your hands back into it. Okay, now hug your front heel closer towards your pelvis. Tuck your back toes and lift your knee and start to walk your knee back just a few inches. And then fingertips right at shoulder distance in front of you. Lift through your chest. Tailbone goes down. And then bend your back knee, heel comes towards your eye. Either stay just like this or reach your left arm around. Grab a hold either outside or inside of your ankle for a little deeper stretch. And first, using your front fingertips rooting down, your tailbone lengthening down, start to tuck your foot into your head. So it actually pulls your front shoulder open and find your breath lifting through your back ribs, up through your collarbone, and then reverse that. Maintain the lift that you just created, but now hug your heel towards your body. You might even wrap your wrist or your elbow around your foot. You might stay here. You might reach your right arm up to the side. Maybe even bend the elbow. Sending your breath up into the back of your heart, wherever you are. Good, and then slowly coming out of this. Releasing your back leg, hands find the mat. Lift your hips and press back. 3-leg dog, so lift that same leg, your right leg up again, and just do that hip circles one more time. Or if you want, you can also drop into wild thing one more time if you're really feeling it. You make it even a little bit deeper, bringing both hands onto the mat. Just play, give your body what it wants. And then finally, eventually, finding a neutral downward dog. Okay, and then lifting your left leg, bend your knee, open your hip, starting with those big hip circles going out to the side, past your other knee, up to the sky. And then going in the other direction. And then coming forward into pigeon. So bringing that left knee and shin forward, setting down, wiggling your back leg back, 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 back. Take a breath before you go into the pose. Lift to get long in your spine so that when you come forward, you're actually lengthening out, forward, and down. Listen to your breath. Feel it sliding through your throat, filling into the bowl of your pelvis, your hip. Just follow and track your breath. Listen to its melody. Slowly beginning to rise down. Hugging your heel closer towards your pelvis. Tucking back toes, walking your back knee back. Tented fingers, tented hands, reaching out in front of you, shoulder distance apart. Lifting through your chest as you send your tailbone down. It'll be really subtle, but still find the tailbone lengthening down. And then bend your back knee, heel towards your buttock. This is position 1. You can stay just like this, or your right arm reaches all the way around, catching outside of your inside of your foot. Then if you have your foot, kick back. So send tailbone down more. Breathe your backwards lifting. And then reverse this. Same lift, when you hug your heel in. Maybe taking wrist or even elbow around your foot. Maybe lifting your left arm and clasp. Where's your breath? Send it into the back of your heart. Slowly finding your way back to 3-leg dog. Your left leg lifting back and up. Okay, your choice, when maybe whatever you did on the other side, whether you're doing hip circles or wild thing one more time. And finding a neutral downward dog. Exhale to child's pose. This time bring your inner thighs together, your inner knees. Scoop your belly towards your spine. And then very slowly, so don't slingshot yourself back. We're doing the exact opposite movement. We're going from extension to flexion. So you want to move slow, ease your spine into it. Slowly, hips back, head to the ground. Maybe your arms come by your sides. Shoulder heads drop towards the earth. And then really breathe your belly into your thighs, so much so it creates a massive spaciousness in your low spine, your sacrum, even your tailbone. And then hands underneath your shoulders. Keep dropping your head. Then your tailbone, your sit bones dropping heavier into your heels. So as you roll up, it's going to come from the base of your spine, rooting down. And your low spine starts to lift, and then your mid spine. Then your upper back, your shoulders, your neck, your head are the last things to rise. Inhale, as you lift, sweep your arms all the way out and up. And then cross your right arm over your left. Right arm over your left. And hug your outer shoulders with your palms. And walk your fingers in towards your spine. Really hugging it. And then inhale, start to float your chest, your elbows lifting. And then exhale, round your spine, curl. And now really press You're breathing your outer shoulders, your upper back into your palms, and you're also hugging back with your palms, pressing into your back. And then lifting your chest, opening your arms out, puffing your chest, and then exhale, left arm over right, find that hug, crawling your fingertips in towards your spine. And then inhale, lifting so you think like cow spine. And then exhale like a cat spine as you round. And then find that pressure of breathing body into hands, and hugging hands against the body. Good. Lifting your chest, opening your arms out, and then circling your hands down, interlacing fingers, shooting your knuckles down, lifting to your heart, and then drop your chin to your chest. Into your chest. And slowly roll your chin over towards your right shoulder. Moving very slowly, return chest or chin to chest. And then roll your chin to your left. Very slowly returning center. And then lifting your head directly center. And then release your fingers, let your shoulders just melt forward. You can give your shoulders a little roll in one direction and then in the other. Very good. Swing your legs out from underneath you and come all the way down. Come down onto your backs. Okay. So coming onto your back, start with windshield wipers, bending your knees as wide as the mat. Feet as wide as the mat and sending your knees side to side. Loosening through your hips, your pelvis. Good. And then pause, bringing your feet back to hips distance apart. And then rooting into your feet, reach your arms down by your sides and start to roll your hips up off of the mat, walking your shoulder blades together underneath you. Just let the back of your neck relax towards the ground. You can either keep flat palms pressing into the mat or interlace your fingers and root through pinky side edges of hands. But then everyone soften your buttock. Find that lengthening of tailbone towards the backs of your knees. One more breath. And then walk your shoulder blades apart. Slowly roll your spine down. Take a breath here. Open your mouth, exhale. And now draw your right knee into your chest. You can catch your knee or your shin with your right hand. And then draw your left knee in, catching with your hand. Just breathe your belly into your thighs, flex your feet. And feel your low spine is breathing, lengthening long towards the front of your mat. As your upper back is breathing, lengthening towards the back of your neck, the back of your head, the back of your mat. Soften your shoulders. Breathe belly into thighs. Now opening your arms out to a T. You can always take goalpost arms as well. And then drop your legs over to the left side. Now push a little bit more through your top hip, top thigh, top knee, pressing towards the left side. Then take a big breath. And exhale, drop your right shoulder blade deeper into the mat. Good. Lifting back to center, nice and slow. And exhale, legs to the right. And feel that energetic press from your hip, to your thigh, to your knee, to the right side of the room. And then melt your left shoulder blade. Send your breath into the tissues that hug your back ribs. Lifting your legs to center. Bringing your arms back down by your sides. So we're going to move into a variation of plow. If plow is in your practice and you want to go all the way there, you feel like your spine can take that today, then absolutely find your way there. But I'm going to set us up into like a plow press. Okay, so arms are by your sides. Really press your palms and the backs of your arms into the mat. Feel your navel scoop towards your belly as you start to just lift your hips just a little bit. Just from that action of scooping belly towards spine, your thighs automatically start to hug in towards your belly and your tailbone starts to lift off the ground. You find that a few times. And then once your hips are lifted, bring your hands onto the backs of your hips. Now walk your hands until they're just about like right at the top edge of the back of your pelvis. Let your hips sink into your hands. You're really using your hands as like this. And then you're going to extend your legs straight. You're going over your head. So this is like a half plow. You're still going to get a really nice stretch through your low back. If you feel ready and open and you want to go into a full plow, you can keep walking your hands up your back as you bring your feet all the way over your head onto the ground. If you find that you do want to walk your shoulder blades together underneath you, okay, so whether you're in a full plow or a half plow, breathe into the tissues, especially the ones that hug your low spine and even your tailbone. If you did happen to take full plow and you're feeling super comfortable, you can always bend your knees and hug your ears. Okay. If you bent your knees to hug your ears, go ahead and straighten them. If you took full plow, start to let your hips sit back into your hands a little bit more. And then everyone soften the bend of your knees and roll your spine gently onto the mat once again. And then pause, your knees are still into your chest. Find happy breathe. Opening your knees wide. And now let your left heel come all the way towards your sit bone. And extend your right leg, kicking out towards the right side of the room. And then slowly re-bend back. Now your right heel's by your right buttock, and then kick your left leg out to the side. Good. Returning back through center. Start to kick both legs out, any amount. Don't worry if your legs don't come all the way straight. Through your heels. Breathe to your inner thighs. And then exhale, rebend this. Bring now the soles of your feet together, your knees open wide. You're in a butterfly on your back. You can either keep holding your toes, your feet, or even your shins and pull in towards your chest. You might even find your elbows can connect to your inner thighs or inner knees to help and press open. And now inhale, curling your chest off of the ground, hugging your, like almost imagine like you could touch your third eye to your toes. You might even wrap your wrists, your forearms around the front of your ankles. You might even rock a little. One more breath. And exhale down, hugging your knees center, setting one foot down, lift your hips and step them down. Extend one leg all the way out, your other leg all the way out, arms by your sides, palms turn open towards the sky. Rock your back body into the ground. Drop your back body into the ground. Almost as though you can feel the top layer of your skin, your front body, melting down through your center, down to where your body meets the ground. All of you is melting, dropping, heavy into the ground. Soften the corners of your lips. Soften your tongue. Soften the centers of your cheeks. The corners of your eyes. The space between your eyebrows. Soften. Even the skin on your forehead melts towards your hairline, towards your temple, all the way to the back of your head. Feel it dripping down. Now as we're here for the next couple minutes, keep checking back in. Where can you soften, draw even more? Letting it go down your arms, fingers. You'll start to bring a little movement there. It extends down your legs into your toes. You can find a little movement there. Rolling through your wrists, rolling through your hands. And then bending your knees, rolling over onto your side. Resting there for a few breaths. Letting yourself become even heavier now, drop into the ground more. And then staying just as heavy, start to press yourself all the way. Finding your way to a comfortable seat. Bringing your hands together in front of your heart. So sense the energy in your palms right now. Close your eyes. Bring your awareness right into that space at the very surface of your right palm. Feel the surface of your right fingertips. Feel the space between your right fingers. Feel the space just that wraps over the center of your right palm and around your thumb. And then do the same thing. Feel your left hand. So feel each of your left fingertips. Feel the mound of each finger and the center of your palm, your thumb. And now begin to rub your palms together, starting to charge that energy, charge it. Now deep breath into your heart. Open your mouth, exhale. Do that again, full breath. Open your mouth, soften your jaw. Good. And now pause. Okay. And now open your palms, bring your palms just above the ground. Press this back. Just a little, just above the ground. As you're hovering above the ground and you can feel the energy in your palms, the energy in the space between your palms and the ground, meeting the energy of the ground. And now with a big inhale, you're turning your palms up, just like we did at the start. Inhale, lifting your arms towards the sky, going with the rhythm of your rib cage, your lungs expanding. Feel the connection, the relationship of palms to sky, and then turn that down and exhale, bringing it back down to earth. And meeting it, grounding it, press energetically like it could go beyond the ground. And then inhale, turn palms up, slowly rise. And you might only be lifting your hands over your head, but can you imagine this lifting all the way up into the skies, into the heavens, into the stars, and then exhale, turning this down. Going back down, earthing it, grounding it, beyond the floor, deep, deep center of the earth. And then a few more times. Breathing. Your eyes are closed and you're sensing the energy in your palms. The energy in your palms meeting the energy of earth, of sky, and all the space between. They have different energies, different personalities, if you will. Different essences, different spirits. Can you sense it or even just imagine it from your palms? Good. And now, bringing your palms turning up about navel height. Leave your left palm just as it is. So your left hand is your receiving side. And you're like holding your hand out, receiving all that life has to offer you, all that the people in your life have to offer you, all that is available to you immediately in your space just around you and in the broader spectrum as well. And then take your right hand, this is your giving hand, and you're going to turn it towards this in front of you. And so you are now giving out. You're giving your full energy, your essence. And what is it that you want to give out? And that can be all of the yeses of this is who I am, this is what I'm here to do, this is what I believe in. And it's also your no's of like, this is my boundary. This is what makes me feel comfortable, safe, acknowledged, loved. And this is the boundary that I'm holding up, and I'm going to say no to that. So thank you from your left hand. You're receiving in gratitude, in graciousness, even the things that, you know, may trigger or challenge us, that are confronting. And we receive it, we breathe it into our heart. And then exhale, how do you want to respond to that? Through your right palm. How are you showing up? You emit that compassion, that love, that understanding back out, and also I know myself. This is the boundary that I put up. And a boundary is not limiting. A boundary is showing up in devotion, a soul need. And when we do that, we invite others in our lives to do the same. And we can learn their boundaries as well. We can be in a more harmonious relationship. Feel that breathing through your left palm, breathing out through your right palm. Okay, now those two separate energies, we're now going to start to gather them extremely slowly. And I mean more slow than what you think is slow. So you're going to start to turn your hands to face one another. And so without them even touching, can you sense the like energetic charge between them? As you slowly, incredibly slowly start to bring your palms together, keep feeling this energetic space between them. And as they get closer, you might feel your palms, the palms of your hands are like starting to speak to each other more. You can feel this magnetic energy, especially as they get close, almost like a magnet. And then incredibly slowly, bringing just your fingertips to touch. And it's almost like electrifying when they meet. Breathe that through your arms into your heart, and then slowly let each of your fingers come to touch, each of the mounds of your fingers, the edges of your hands, and then bring all of that back right here in front of your heart. Breathing your heart into your thumbs. And then bringing your thumbs to your lips. Maybe you be in a divine union of ourselves so that we may always speak and express and hold space for ourselves in a way that reflects our truth. Bringing it to our third eye. May we continue to arrive in this space and this energetic way of being in a deep understanding and compassion and a relatability. That my spirit is your spirit, that we all are here cultivating and combining into one ultimate spirit, the Atma. Inhale, lifting through your heart. Exhale, bowing all the way to the earth. And we bow in deep gratitude and reverence for the earth and for this body and for this practice. for our ability to experience life through this body. And then rising up, thumbs touch third eye once again. The spirit in me sees, honors, and loves the spirit in you. Namaste. Thank you all so much.
Thank you.
So welcome.
Thank you.
Hi, Charlene.
Hi. Thank you.
Therese. Yeah, you're all so welcome. Thank you. Yeah. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Okay, see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.